Daniel Matthew got into a railway yard, started up the engine and drove it up and down the tracks for 40 minutes. He changed the point so the locomotive could switch tracks, then parked it before cycling away.
Good evening, welcome to Wednesday's Look North.
On the programme tonight, guilty of joyriding in a train. The moment cameras caught loco fanatic Daniel Matthews at the controls of a massive shunting wagon.
Starved.
Tonight, 200 hours community service for the teenager guilty of a bizarre joyriding escapade.
Yes, let's explain. Daniel Matthews took a 48-ton locomotive on a 40-minute joyride around a marshalling yard in South Yorkshire. Now, his expertise was such that he was able to stop and change points on the track. And you know, he was only noticed because he wasn't wearing a train driver's uniform. Our reporter Kirsty Mitchell has more.
6:15 on May the 28th. Tinsley Marshalling Yard is deserted, all but for two teenage boys captured on CCTV as they take this 48-ton shunting engine for a spin. One of them is A-grade student Daniel Matthews, an engineering apprentice from Rawmarsh with a fascination for all things mechanical and trains in particular. The two youths made their way into the marshalling yard via a hole in the fence and then proceeded to use a spanner to start the locomotive. Somehow they managed to remove the parking brake and carry out a complicated 6-step procedure to put the loco in motion. If you look to the left of the screen, you can even see them moving the points. And for the next 40 minutes, the engine is shunted up and down the sidings. Some people might be surprised that you actually brought a charge. It seems like just a bit of a prank, doesn't it?
No, I think it's more of a prank. Obviously, the seriousness of it. I know the court said that he couldn't have got off the main line. I believe that he could have got off the main line. He had enough knowledge to be able to set the points. If he'd have set the points in the wrong direction, then he could have got himself onto the main line, and the serious consequences would have followed.
Today he faced sentence for the rare charge of taking a conveyance without consent. His solicitor told Rotherham Magistrates Court that it was an extremely foolhardy adventure, but there was no risk to anyone else. The district judge, Sheila Driver, told him she wasn't going to send him to prison. If you were a danger to anyone, she said, it was to yourself. And if it weren't for the fact that you weren't wearing the correct uniform, the case would probably have never come to anyone's attention. It's every boy's dream to drive a train, but Daniel Matthews' adventure nearly cost him his liberty. His friend is out of the country at the moment. British Transport Police will be waiting to speak to him when he comes home. Kirsty Mitchell, BBC Look North, Rotherham.
Well, it's been another day of high temperatures, and with that has